Hello everyone, can you hear me? This is my first stream from the Europe, so I think there should not be any problems. If it will show, then it's definitely not Uzbekistani internet is something I don't know is what. It just means that I'm cursed. So please let me know if you can hear me and you can see everything. I'm waiting for your responses. Meanwhile, I want to quickly go through the situation in the market. Let's check it out. Hello, no? Bree75, no, you don't hear me? Hello, Javed. Javed ID Risi 5128. I don't know how to spell it. Tell me if you can hear me. Please, if you see the Bitcoin chart as well. Do you see the Bitcoin chart? Do you hear me? There we go. Okay, great. So you can hear me, amazing. So how are you guys? How was your weekend? How did you enjoy your weekend? I hope you didn't spend much time during the screen time and you enjoyed the weekend, because my weekend was just amazing. We spent with the Chroma team, and today's Monday, so time to work, time to check the market and see if this is the bottom, or if the market still can go a bit lower, if we will still have some correction. So we'll check it out today. So let me just prepare everything. US market. So I think I will start with US market. It looks pretty interesting. Let me check one more time the chat. Hello, I can hear it's Sabrina from. Hey, Sabrina, you're not sleeping? What time is it? What time is it in US? I hope you're doing well. So I will start with SP500. Why it looks interesting. So my post was, when did I share? It was on Friday, I guess. Friday before the daily close, I was writing my last view regarding the market. So yeah, I was expecting that the price will still drop towards to this Fibonacci level, this EMAs. Like, there are a lot of indicators that can say that $6,300 area is a very strong support zone. But what is interesting right now and what has changed? First of all, the daily close. I should have waited for the daily close to make this my late conclusions. I was not waiting. Back then, the candle close was a bit ugly. But what do we see on a daily close? Like, if we go to 4-hour time frame, we can see that the price did a higher low, right? Completely reversed all this drop. Yeah, and right now it's facing the only resistance that it needs to break to go again towards a new all-time high. And I have here the alarm is 6,707. So there are several possibilities, but first I will go with the bullish one. So bullish scenario is that the price will do a breakout today, and upcoming days it will simply continue going higher. So it means that we will have pretty bullish week, something like this. We will have a breakout about this previous resistance zone, previous high, and then in this case price will continue higher towards the next Fibonacci zone, and it is $6,982 or 1.61 Fibonacci level, which is the next strong resistance. So we can see that previously, like recently, the price was respecting this area of the fib 1.41, so we had this crazy drop. Now is the price will give us a breakout above this Fibonacci level, then expect a pump of almost 4%, because this will be the next target according to the fibs. So I would say today is Monday. We can have a lot of manipulations, of course, and today is very important to see how price will react around this zone. Also, if I will zoom in, we can see that at this area, this resistance zone not only aligns with Fibonacci but also with the daily FVG. So technically, this is very strong resistance. But why right now I'm more bullish rather than bearish? Like I'm not so far. I'm not expecting that SP 500 will drop again, like 4%, 5% towards these levels, because first thing, price tested this 50 EMA on a daily time frame, and it's been consolidating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row. And the last day of the week, Friday, like trading week, Friday, the price closed very bullish because it bounced, it completely reversed all this move, so it did a V-shaped recovery, and then candle close above this 2026 EMA, which is also a positive sign. And another thing is we see here that RSI flipped above the middle. Yeah, it flipped above the middle. We can see some signs of the bullish divergence, not pretty sign, but still the price is showing us higher lows. So yeah, it looks more bullish according to daily time frame right now. Of course, everything will change if the price today will not manage to break above this level 6,706. In this case, expect like more of the downtrend move. So today is very important day. Why? Another reason why I'm bullish, if we look at the history, like how to work with EMAs, it's pretty simple. So this is the red line, it's 50 EMA, and so far, whenever the price was touching 50 EMA, it was always giving some nice bounces, like here. Then I can show you many examples here, and we can go further. Yeah, here I even highlighted, and so on. This is the first strong EMAs that usually SP 500 respects. And why it's important to look what is SP 500 doing, because we saw what happened with the crypto market when SP 500 simply dropped from this high 3.82% in one day. Like we had the biggest liquidation event in a crypto market. Crypto market simply dropped. Some altcoins did like minus 100%, 80% just in a few minutes. Yes, so we see that strong correlation between US market and a crypto market. So yeah, for me, it's very important to see what will happen with SP 500. Another thing why I'm bullish on the US market, because of the wicks. Wicks is an indicator of the fear and greed, volatility, and I was writing that this 22 level is very important for the wicks. So wicks supposed to give a weekly close above 22 to continue its bullish trend, because 22 level, 22.57, most of the time was standing as a resistance, and whenever the wicks was closing below 22.57, it was again correcting. Yes, so we had a weekly close below this level, which is a good sign, which means that probably wicks will continue downtrending. Then weekly 3D still very pretty bearish, and daily, of course, daily completely the price completely retraced it down. Let's see, but even though it can look bearish, there still can be support levels from where wicks might continue uptrending. And why it's important to look at wicks, because if we will see wicks pumping, usually it's very bad for the market. Usually it shows the opposite side of the market. So this was 10th of October. It was Friday. Look at this crazy candle. It pumped in one day 40%. Yeah, 40% of the pump. And we could see this crazy drop in the US market and the crypto market. This is a liquidation event of Friday. Yeah, so right now I would simply watch for this area, where it is. Yeah, for this daily FVG around $18, which means wicks can come, consolidate, and continue going higher. Only if there will be daily close below this level, then I can be like, I can say that okay, probably this Friday liquidation event was the bottom in the market and we will go much higher. So this is regarding US market. Bitcoin dominance. Okay, there's nothing changed. Don't have to talk about it. Let's talk about Bitcoin itself. Let's do a new TA and see what is doing Bitcoin. Probably I will delete this. Let me check the chat first. 3 a.m. My God, I'm going to sleep soon. Hey, hello, Harry. Okay, if you will go to sleep, have a good night, and I will see you later today. So Bitcoin, from my last streams and from my last market review, technical analysis, high time frame, what I was writing, I was always saying that as long as the Bitcoin will hold this above $100,000, it's still positive. It still can continue towards to new all-time high. But usually when such a liquidation event, example can be like what we had in February, March 2025, we had this crazy drop and price was still consolidating for some time before giving us a new all-time high. Probably we can see something similar. I would still want to see like something similar to what happened between March and April 2025. So price consolidating before giving us a new all-time high. I have these levels highlighted: 100,461, worst case 94,460, and these levels as a potentially strong levels for the bullish trend continuation. But what is different between the situation of the March and current situation? If we look at the RSI, let me zoom in. Yeah, if we look at the RSI, we see that in March, April, February, March, when the price dropped 20% almost, 23%, RSI also flipped below the middle. So price had to consolidate for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks to give us the signs of the bullish strength and to finally give this breakout above this middle of the RSI. So we had this bullish trend. The situation right now is a bit different. RSI never lost this middle, which is a good sign, okay, which means that it might not need to have this long consolidations as we had during the March to April 2025 to give us this breakout above this middle of the RSI. So there are possible scenarios. First, probably this was the bottom and the price will give, if the price will give us a strong weekly close, we will go to the lower time frame to see the resistance levels. In this case, it can do simply something like this, and continue towards a new all-time high. Of course, for that I would want to see also what is S&P 500 doing, like US market, if it's really strong, if it will continue towards a new all-time high as well. Second possibility, of course, again we will check low time frame later to see the resistance zones. In this case, let's say if the resistance zone will be here, it will reject from some level and will give a deep pullback before any uptrend move. So let me go to the lower time frame. 3D, for example. 3D looks interesting. Yeah, on 3D time frame we see, let me put FIPS. Yeah, on 3D I would pay close attention to 113,572, 116,544. It also aligns with 3D FVG, so what price can do. And also pay attention to the RSI. RSI is below the middle, which means the price can reach this level, still correct a bit. In this case, I would be still looking for longs around this area, like $105,000, $104,000, or a bit lower. So it will give us like a double bottom. We should see some bullish divergence here and then expect a bullish trend continuation. This is one of the scenarios. Another possibility, if RSI will simply flip without giving any consolidations, simply flip above the middle, yeah, something like this. In this case, we should see a strong 3D close, which will happen in 1 day and 16 hours. So for that we need a close above 0.5, 0.618, ideally above this Fibonacci levels, and then this 0.5 Fibonacci should stand as a support. So even if it will retest, it should bounce to continue towards the higher targets. This is the next possibility. Of course, if Bitcoin will show us a very strong bullish reaction, then altcoins will follow pretty good, my opinion, because the liquidation event already happened, and in my opinion most people just missed the opportunity to buy the dip, because a lot of people also lost the money, so yeah, in this case market can simply go pretty fast, without giving any entries. But we will see on daily time frame, like daily time frame aligns with the 3D view. We see that RSI is still below the middle, yeah, and we see that the 0.5, 0.618 FIBs can stand as a resistance. Also here a bunch of EMAs, like 50 EMA, 100 EMA, this blue line can stand as a resistance. So yeah, I would closely watch for this area, because from this zone price could reject, but I would be like carefully shorting, not with the big size, because as I said, if maybe there will be some news, and price will simply break this area and continue towards to higher targets. Yeah, like we know the price action of Bitcoin, it tends to give this crazy pumps. Okay, so please be careful when you're gonna short, like here. It means don't open with a huge size with all your last money, because I know that most people do the same mistakes over and over again. Okay, please be careful with your money. So yeah, let's check Ethereum. Ethereum looks interesting. I was putting this FIPS bounce from 0.618 Fibonacci. RSI is still below the middle, so it could still correct, like it still has here this EMAs as a resistance, or we can try to put Fibonacci as well. I will put it like that. So on daily time frame, yeah, I would pay close attention to 4,200 area. If daily close will be above 4,137, it's 0.75 Fibonacci, then we can expect upcoming days like a bullish trend for Ethereum till the next resistance zone around 4,544, according to the Fib. And of course, only if we will have like a strong weekly close, then I can say that this was the bottom, and Ethereum will go towards to new all-time high, new all-time high levels. Let me check. So I'm placing Fibonacci from this high to this low. Yeah, so we see that on daily time frame, this 1.41 Fibonacci aligns with the weekly Fib levels 0.7508. So I would say this is a key level for Ethereum to break. Wait, yeah, this is very important zone. If we will see weekly lows above at least 4,542, then expect simply a bull run upcoming weeks till new all-time high. According to the Fib level, it should be 5,635. Next very strong level to watch. Okay, so this is just a weekly expectation. Of course, everything depends on levels, how the price will react on a certain level. And I would say today is very important day, personally for me, to see how the market will react to the nearest resistance zones. If we will see positive dynamics, then I would say just buy the dip if there's still anything left to buy, and just hold, because in this case market will just pump. Let me check low time frame. I'm super pissed a bit that I didn't take this long. Yeah, I was afraid that it will go a bit lower to fill this week. Let me put Fibs. I have different Fibonacci settings for that. Yeah, I have this Fibonacci settings, so I thought it could go like towards to 3,565 or 3,437 and then bounce. But yeah, we see that actually this bullish setup that I shared a few days ago in my corner, it playing out pretty well, and Ethereum already up 7, like currently 6.38%, but in the moment it was 7.52%. So yeah, even if we look at the 4-hour time frame, even on 4-hour time frame, we see why these Fibonacci levels are very important. 0.86, 0.75, or why 4,200 level is very important. We see that on 4 hours there's also this 200 EMA as a resistance. Here previously the price rejected. If today we will see 4-hour close above 200 EMA, and the price will keep holding above this 200 EMA or 4,137, then expect the bullish run towards the higher. So I will set an alarm, several alarms to watch around this zone. Yeah, maybe I will take a long once on a retest. Yeah, something like this. Maybe I will take a long here once I will see the confirmation. So far, market looks positive. I would just say don't short here. Wait for the higher targets because the price can still like pump 3-4%, and then you can try to short or simply wait for the bullish trend, for the bullish confirmations to continue what I want to say, to continue its to continue the bullish trend. Okay, so this is quick explanation regarding the market. So I'm bullish. First, I explained to you why I'm bullish. Second, still I would want to wait either for a 4-hour time frame or daily time frame close around this 200 EMA on this indices like Bitcoin or Ethereum. We can see that both of them pretty close to the resistance zones. Let me check the chat. Do you have any questions? Do you want me to check anything? I'm waiting for your messages. Okay. Do you want me to check any altcoin? I would say pay attention closely to Tau. Tau is one of the coins that are super strong. Yeah, currently it's already bouncing from this weekly FVG. RSI flipped above the middle. So Tau, upcoming days or weeks, it can go towards to this previous high and probably make a new all-time high near future. Also, another positive stuff that this time Tau finally did a breakout about this middle of the RSI. That's why we should have like more of the bullish momentum. Okay, so let me check where we can long Tau in case it will give us some correction. So according to the 1 hour time frame, it is actually, it's interesting to just a second. For 6 hour, 8 hour, 12 hour, daily. On daily and weekly, the price already bounced from this bullish FVG, bullish OB. So I would say that we missed the perfect price to long. It was around 4,425. Yeah, but let me check on the 4-hour time frame. In these situations when there is a strong bullish momentum, I like to work with EMAs, and like usually the price always respects 2026 EMAs, like as we can see here. For example, on 1 hour time frame the price was correcting, then found a support, and now it's again retesting this 2026 EMA and even 1 hour FVG. So what can we do? Either to long around this zone, because currently this is a support on 1 hour time frame, but with a wider stop loss. Yeah, it can be like 5-6%, and with some DCAing in case the price will retest 50 EMA. So I will put FIPS also for the confirmation. Yeah, so according to Fibonacci, this level from where Tau bounced already, it was also 0.5 Fibonacci level. So this was a very strong Fib zone. So I would put stop loss some. Yeah, I would take with a tiny stop loss just below this low, because the price can still consolidate like this before giving the uptrend move, and my targets would be very high. Why? Because according to the weekly time frame, we see a nice bounce, yeah, strong bounce. The price previous week closed pretty strong, yeah. Also it closed above this resistance zone 4026, and also according to the Fibonacci, let me put Fibs. Yeah, so I put Fibs. From this high to this low, I'm taking this bisection. Yeah, we see that the price closed above 0.86. This is very positive bullish sign. And also, of course, RSI flipped above the middle. So as long as the price above 414, it is positive for me, and it can continue towards to next resistance zones. According to the Fibs, it's 604 and 673. This is the next very strong resistance area, and only if the price will give us a breakout above these levels, we can expect like higher target towards to new all-time high, or towards to this $1,000 area. I know that a lot of people have been waiting for this target. So in case you manage to buy during this crazy drop, congrats. But if you didn't, then I would suggest simply accumulate the position on Tau. Anything above the 0.86, 0.75 Fibonacci levels for me is to buy, because it can continue towards to higher targets. And from this Fib zones, it's approximately like 45, 60%, or even over 120% in case it will go towards a new all-time highs. So levels to buy. So first possibility, first scenario, in case this was the bottom, yeah, according to the daily time frame and weekly time frame, because it bounced from the strong support, to try to long from current level, yeah, with a tiny stop loss. Because why tiny? Because the price, in case the seller's pressure will be strong, the price can drop a bit lower to continue towards a new all-time high. But this a bit lower will be like 5-6%. Yeah, and if you will not manage your size correctly, this 5-6% can liquidate you. So that's why, like, tiny stop loss, 1.8%. Okay, and my target will be pretty high. Like this will be a swing long for me, because I believe that the price will give this target. So I want to keep this position till this next resistance zone. So this is the first buy level, 441. Next strong buy level according to the Fibs and according to this EMAs, FVGs, I would be looking around 414. Yes, somewhere here. Again, with a stop loss just below this low, it's 4.63%, and I would be still targeting higher levels. So in both cases, the risk reward is pretty high. Here's 20, here's 9.95, just because of the a bit wider stop loss. Okay, so these are two possibilities. Or here we can put a bit lower stop loss, like wider stop loss, just in case. So this is the first possibility, this is the second possibility. Like, depending on your strategy, you can just take one of this. So either tau will be good here or a bit lower and still up. Let me check the chat. Tau. Let's move on. Tau. Yeah, tau I just checked. SNX. Let me check SNX. And yeah, another possibility is to accumulate the position, but this is what I usually do. If I see high time frames that the price, that the coin have a good potential, I usually buy with some percentage. Like for example, here I can buy like 0.5, here I will buy like 1%. You know, if it will go lower, I will buy another 1%. So I'm DCA, but don't do this if you don't know how to calculate the size, you don't know how to calculate the loss, you know, because you should understand how much you're putting into your position, how much you will lose in case the situation will go completely different direction. All right, so this is just one of the strategies that I do depending on the market conditions. But yeah, don't do that if you don't understand what you are doing. But if you need any help regarding this kind of style or just with anything, always ask support in Discord communities where you are. Okay, I always say, like, you're paying for the Discord not just to be silent, you know, not just to waste your time and money, but you join to improve, you join to make things better, right? So be active, ask 100 questions, you know. That's why you have us. So let me check another coin, SNX USDT. This one, right? Yeah. I will start with high time frame. Okay, it looks good. I should say it looks good on monthly. Yeah, even from this dip, it recovered pretty strong, and it didn't give any new all-time low, right? Not like Atom, for example. Let me. Yeah, it recovered pretty strongly. This was October 10th. Crazy coin. Why I didn't have it on my watch list? It looks very good. Monthly looks very good. If you bought it on this deep, hold. In my opinion, just hold. I'm expecting the bullish momentum on this coin because it's been giving already for a long time bullish divergence. First of all, second, it recovered pretty fast. It means that this buyers are holding this area, okay, for some reason. Then, according to the technical analysis, I'm expecting the RSI to flip above the middle, this 50, which should bring a bullish momentum. Now let's check which areas I would be looking as a potentially strong levels from where SNX can reject. So first important level is 3.23. It's a 0.86 zone. Also, we see that on monthly it almost aligns with the 50 EMA, which means that SNX could pump but still reject from this zone. But in this case, I would say just pay attention towards to this Fibonacci levels that you can see on a monthly chart, because each of these levels, they don't just stand as a resistance, but they can stand as a support. Like currently we see that the price rejected from 0.618, but if on a lower time frame, you will see that the price giving a daily close, weekly close, 4-hour close above one of these levels, so flipping about this resistance levels, then expect this level as a stand as a support to continue towards the new all-time high, which means even if SNX will reject from 0.86 or $3.23 price could still find a support above 2.88, sorry, around 2.88, 2.46 levels to continue towards the higher targets. So yeah, this is the first resistance area. Next one, around 4.98, we see that this level was standing as a strong resistance zone. Previously, price was also rejecting already several times. Here, this candle, yeah, which means that technically this coin has a potential from current level to give like almost 100% of the move before giving any significant correction. Yeah, something like that. Still, this 0.86 can stand as a support. And it also aligns with 50 EMA on the monthly time frame. So there's their first possibility, price reaches, does something like this, and continues, or price gives a breakout, something like that, deep correction, and then towards to higher targets. Or this will be just the top. Third possibility, this is the top, and again, like bear market. This in case the bear market. So yeah, this is the levels that I would be watching. According to monthly, it looks positive. Let's check low time frame. According to the weekly time frame, looks also interesting and so far for me bullish. Why? Here RSI flipped above the 69, and usually this is the indicator of the bullish momentum. I will show you the example, like what happened when the RSI flipped above the 69, what happened with the coin. You can already see it. Here the RSI flipped, and this is what this coin did. Yeah, of course, this was in 2021. There was a bull market. In case we will have a bull market, then I was talking about, like I was telling about this already on previous streams, that I'm still expecting something like what we saw in end of 2020 and 2021, because like a few weeks ago, before this Friday event, the market had a lot of signs, like very pretty similar to this 2020, end of 2020, and especially like 3 monthly chart still look for me pretty good. So whatever happens in a low time frame, doesn't matter if the high time frame still looks strong and bullish. So yeah, this is what happened with SNX during the bull market. We will have bull market, time will show, but if yes, then expect like a crazy pump on SNX as well. So let me go back to weekly time frame. Weekly time frame, like if talking about possible corrections, and I need to go to lower time frame, like daily, for example. Daily also looks strong. It bounced from this daily FVG, daily bullish demand zone, and according to the daily time frame, just a second, we can do the same technique, like put fips, yeah, but on daily time frame, and look for the nearest resistance zones. So on daily, I would be closely watching for the $2.097 zone. This is a Fibonacci area, pretty strong. Also, it aligns with the FVGs, resistance FVGs, 12-hour, 4-hour, daily. So yeah, I would be watching for this zone. So it could reject. How to trade this? So we should go to lower time frame. Yeah, we should go to lower time frame, and Let's take 4 hour. So what price can do? So far I see bullish trend, because price already bounced from the 4 hour support zone, daily support zone. Yeah, I already explained. Price did break out above this RSI, this resistance resistance zone on 4 hour time frame, retested this 4 hour FVG support and pumped again. So currently we have pretty bullish trend. Yeah, next target should be around $2.097, which is a resistance zone, which means price can come and then give some strong reaction. But even though it will reject from this level, it doesn't mean that this is a top and the price will continue towards to lows. No, I would still suggest you to look for the 4 hour support areas, like as FVG or 2026 EMAs, because a price can reject here, find support around some EMAs, FVGs, and continue towards to higher targets. In this case, this resistance level will be weaker and the price will manage to give a breakout. Yeah, in this case, I would be watching for the daily close. For me, it would be good to see daily close above this resistance zone, 2.097. Yeah, in this case, I can say that, okay, SNX will continue towards to higher targets, and on a 4 hour time frame, next target is around $3, which aligns with the weekly, was it weekly or monthly? Monthly, which aligns with the monthly 0.86 level. Okay, so something like this on SNX. I'm bullish. I'm pretty bullish. If there will be chance to enter the long, then I would suggest you to long. Let me check if I can. On 1 hour right now, it has the same price action as Tau. Let me go to Tau. Yeah, almost like it pumped, corrected, pumped, now trying to hold this 1 hour support. Same we can see on SNX. Let me open SNX. Yes, same we can see on SNX. So we had this pump, some correction, found support around this 1 hour FVG, EMAs, bounced again. Yeah, here, let me put FIPS on 1 hour time frame. We see that price tested 0.5. So I would personally simply watch for this zone 1 hour FVG, 2026 EMAs, and between 0.618 and 0.75 FIP levels. So if it will give a bit lower targets to test, then this would be for me a long opportunity, very good long opportunity. So first possibility to try to long here, because it already bounced from 0.5. Yeah, but still manage your stop loss, your risks. Second possibility, which in my opinion is safe, more safe opportunity, also with the wide stop loss. Yeah, and something like this and higher. I would say higher. Yeah, something like that. And in case it will give a breakout, then we can just hold the position till the next targets. Yeah, in this case, we'll have like 6R setup, or like 12, 11. Yeah, something like that. I will set alarms because for me this coin pretty interesting and I would want to trade it myself. Yeah, So let me put it like this. I'm not part of Chroma. We can't compare Atom with any other coin. Long-term plans for new positions, please. Chroma is worth the coin. Chroma is worth the coin. It's lagging for me. I think you should consume some caffeine and nicotine so you can be more faster. What? I'm not smoking anything. My internet is good. My internet is good. It's probably something is in your site because I'm in Europe. Internet here is pretty good. So yeah, if you want me to check any other coin, please write. We still have some time because after that I need also to pack my stuff and leave to another place. So giving you a few minutes, guys, girls. I have this, it's written active now. It's not active, but I have these coins on my watch list. Tau, Dash, Aster, KNC, pretty strong SNX. I just added. Okay, Zan and Zek. Very good coins in my opinion. Of course, later I will look for more coins, but so far these are in my watch list and I'm interested to trade these coins upcoming days, today, tomorrow. Yeah, they're pretty strong. Yeah, I had coffee. Thank you. No, I have enough of energy. I have enough of energy. So, any questions, guys, girls? Any questions? If no, then I will continue in the Chroma Discord. I will share more stuff there. Okay, if no one has any questions. So, most important is that I went through like Ethereum, I went through Bitcoin. We checked even US market. Yeah, and we checked these coins. SNX. So basically I went through important stuff, or almost. Wait a second, I want to check also total 3. Total 3 versus Bitcoin. This is a very important chart. It's regarding altcoins. And it's pretty accurate according to its price action. Yes, this was our liquidation event, and technically it came to a very strong level 0.75 or 4.8 million market cap. This was also a buy zone for me. So good thing is we see some bullish signs, a bullish divergence on a weekly time frame. Yeah, this is low. So here we see if not taking this week, then we see like a higher low, and here it looks like the lows are lower. Like this was a low and this one is lower. Yeah, and so we have hidden bullish divergence. RSI is still around 50, so it can still flip back above to continue towards the higher targets. Then so this is weekly 3D. Oh no, daily time frame, probably daily time frame more interesting. Daily time frame, price bounce from this demand zone, Fibonacci level 0.75. Currently, as I said, it's very important daily close today. So would be perfect to see on total 3 versus Bitcoin chart a close above the 0.5 Fibonacci level. In this case, we can say that this is the bottom and total 3 will go towards to higher targets, which will bring us this bullish run or alt season. You call it however you want. And of course, another important thing that I would want to see is RSI flipping above the middle on a daily as well. So this will just give me more confidence on holding the longs. So right now I will simply put alarms on this chart, and I will be watching for the price action around here. As long as total 3 versus Bitcoin is holding about 6.77 million price level, yeah, it can still consolidate and give a breakout. So let's see Bitcoin dominance. Nothing much to say about Bitcoin dominance, honestly. Yeah. If you got time, could you check Syrup and Ina? Yeah, I can check Syrup and Ina, and then I will go probably. Syrup. So Syrup from the last stream, I think I was talking about it during the Chroma stream, yeah, in a Discord. I highlighted this level, the resistance zone of $0.46, and we see how perfectly Syrup rejected and dropped 22%. 22% is a lot. So right now we will do next. I will still leave these levels, but I will go to the lower time frame. This lower time frame for me right now is more interesting to understand if the price can continue higher or if it will drop lower. So so far for me, 50-50. Price consolidating between two important levels, 0.3756 and 0.3926. I would want to see a breakout either above the 0.5 fib on 4 hour. In this case, we can target higher levels, or below 0.618. In this case, price can drop lower towards to 0.86 and find a support, or even much lower towards to 0.26, $0.23. So there are several possibilities. You can try to long with tiny stop loss just below this lows. So let's say like that. Just a second. Just below this recent week. Yeah, and target this previous high and higher, because once the price will give a breakout above this level, it can go much higher. These fib levels are from a weekly time frame. Yeah, and we can target like higher levels, let's take this week around 0.68, and according to the Fibonacci around $0.73. This is one of the possibilities. So first possibility is to try to long here with the stop loss just below this week, or wait for the price to give a breakout, retest of the 0.5 and then long. This is another possibility. Or wait for the price to give a close below 0.618 4-hour time frame. This case price will drop much lower. If it will drop, then I would say pay attention to the level of $0.34. It aligns with the FIBs. And next target could be around 0.26, which I'm not sure right now. I don't know if it will give or not. But this level around 0.86 I would watch closely. It's $0.34 area. This is regarding 4-hour time frame. Daily time frame, nothing much. Like, it's below the resistance. Like, it can go just both direction. I would simply watch for the low time frame play out, if it will give a breakout or breakdown, and then I would see what to do. Then what was next coin? INA. INA was strong, actually. INA was strong during this weekend. Yeah, INA was strong. Let me do a new TA monthly. Monthly, there's nothing much to say. Weekly, also it's below this resistance, like 50 EMA. Weekly RSI, FEG. 3D came to the 3D resistance zone. Daily looks a bit weak. Daily looks weak, even though it was bouncing. On daily, it's right now rejected from the daily FEG 2026 EMAs. I will put FIPS here. Yeah, and I would say pay attention to $0.4 zone, is there zone 5 Fibonacci. This will be first interesting buy level. Of course, worst case, it can go much lower to fill this week. So according to how it will give this reaction around $0.4, $0.42, I would be making next conclusions, you know, if it will give a deeper pullback or if it will, if this is the bottom, you know, and it will continue towards to higher. Like everything depends now on this support area here. Yeah, this area is very important. 0.4, 0.42. I will set alarms. I will set alarms to watch around the zone. Yeah, it can bounce from here and go much higher. Something like that. And if it will give us bullish confirmation, then let me check weekly. Yeah, then I would say next target, very strong resistance, is around $0.68. It also aligns with the weekly FVG. And of course, in case the price will completely give us a breakout, then it's just simply previous high, previous new all-time high resistance levels. They also align with the Fibonacci zone, 1.41, 1.61. Yeah, so I would just say watch closely for this 4-hour time frame price action. You can also do it on a lower time frame, like 1-hour time frame. You know, you don't have to wait for the 4-hour confirmations. It can be also on 1 hour, like prices coming around here, and if it's starting to give positive bullish signs, and try to long. Like this is very, very important area. Okay. Logarithmic? No, I'm not using logarithmic. Like you can put this FIPS on any chart. It doesn't matter. No, like I don't have like specific rules. Like only on logarithmic chart I put Fibonacci. No, I don't have this kind of things. The reason why, I don't know. It's been working on both, like logarithmic or just this classic one. I don't know. It works on both ways. It's just important how you put Fibonacci. If you put it correctly, you know, and depends on the time frames that you use. So here, example with INA, I took this bullish trend bullish run, and I put fibs on this bullish price action. But I also could, and it will not be a mistake, you can also take this price action, this one, this wave, this bullish wave, and put fibs on it. But of course, if I'm putting fibs on this price action, then I'm just calculating my risk differently. Okay, so even look, even if I put on 1 hour time frame, we see that according to the fibs, still this 0.42, 0.4 level is still important. Yeah, on 4 hour it aligns with the 0.75 Fibonacci, on 1 hour it aligns with the 1.41 Fibonacci levels. And it really doesn't matter if you lose a log or just like that. What is important, how you put these fibs and which time frame, because what you're expecting to get, you know. Because if I'm doing on a low time frame, of course I'm calculating my risks differently. I'm using like a smaller position, because if I'm putting it on 1 hour, if I'm aiming to long, let's say from this zone, 0.75 fib on 1 hour time frame, then I will open like with 0.5% of the risk for the position, because in case the price will drop, it will drop like 10%, right? And according to the 4 hour daily time frame, this is the next very strong level, 0.4, 0.42. Yeah, and here I would risk like 1% instead of 0.5%, because technically this level is stronger, because I was putting this Fibonacci on a higher time frames, you know. Let me open. I have this. Fib based on log. You meant this one? Somehow, look, it's not working. No, I didn't. I never tried this. No, no, no. No, I never tried this actually. Like I was taught like this way, you know, and I never tried this logarithmic. Maybe I will check it out. Maybe I will test it. I'm curious now. I never. Wait, I will show you one more time. Here. Yeah, this one. Like look, like without log, like 0.75 is around 0.461 fib. With logarithmic is around 0.46, 4603. So here, not logarithmic scale, is 4610, width is 4603. So it's just a tiny, tiny, tiny difference. But I will check it out, like I will test it. I'm curious now. You made me curious. I do explore new things. But I never paid attention, you know, I never went this low. I never read this, to be honest. Yeah. So guys, I have to go. Just want to make a quick stream. I just want to check quickly the situation in the market. Okay. I hope that this stream was helpful for you. I would be looking for shorts just a little bit higher, around this 0.5 fib zone, just a little bit higher. I would be more confident to short. Otherwise, yeah, otherwise I would be looking simply for longs, because so far market looks positive. So far market looks positive. Okay, and yeah, I will see you around later in a few hours in a Discord. And thank you all for being here with me during the stream. If you have any questions later, feel free to ask. Yeah, thank you so much. And for the people from CFT, I'll be streaming on a Thursday, also in the morning, I think around 2 a.m. UTC plus 2. Yeah, for the Chroma team, I will see you around soon. So thank you all. Have a nice day and see you around.